About to go to the doctor. Grandma, where you go? My chauffeur. And the day I come to St. Louis, it wants to snow. My grandpa's shoveling. This is crazy. This is ridiculous.
I need to video you with your little boots and stuff on.
Oh yeah, you could hold it. I guess so.
I had to go around. This is an emergency up here. I've been over here with an emergency. Turn right here.
Yeah. Cause this is where we came for my appointment with the other one.
I'm crying all the time. Trying to see where it's going. Hopefully I can get one of them handicapped parking spaces. You want me to let you out?
No, it's okay. We could walk in together.
All right. Well, fill up the car.
Yeah, I got it. Walking in. Is it the whole thing? Because you got it kind of low. Oh, I'm saying you don't have to bend down so you can pull the camera up.
Oh, like that?
Yeah. Waiting for the doctor. My grandma is recording me. Okay.
Okay. So your adrenal glands sit right on top of the kidneys, right above them.
Mm-hmm.
And on your right adrenal gland, you have about a 1-inch mass.
Okay.
And what it looks like is it enhances, which is consistent with a mass. It doesn't look like a typical adenoma, which is just a term for a benign lesion. But I anticipate that this is probably benign, meaning it's non-cancerous. It just has a hormone that it's secreting excess of,
Yeah.
which is cortisol, which is causing, I believe, your problem.
All of it.
Now, do you have any family history of this going on, adrenal lesions, any other syndromes within the family?
Mom, do we have any other syndromes?
No, the only thing that runs is thyroid.
Thyroid? Not cancer, though, correct?
Not thyroid cancer, no.
Not thyroid cancer, okay. And have you ever had any surgeries before, Ms. Jackson?
No.
Okay, good. Did the endocrinologist, I saw he maybe ordered this, but a study where you collect your urine for 24 hours?
My primary care physician ordered that, and I did that one too.
You did that one? Okay.
Yeah.
Have you heard any results from that at all? I didn't see him in the computer.
I didn't really see them. I think I may have seen them.
Okay. I'll try to track those down, because I would like confirmation that it's not something else.
Okay.
I don't think it would be.
Okay.
I mean, we have everything pointing towards this being that, but it's, as a matter of completeness, we should just make sure that it's not another type of tumor called a pheochromocytoma, which is just a fancy word for a tumor that kind of secretes out a different hormone as well, which can give you really high blood pressure. It just makes surgery a little bit more risky. So we want to make sure we're not taking that out. All signs point towards this being the cortisol-producing tumor.
Okay. So, I don't know if you'll be able to answer this, but I get like I have really bad like back pains and stuff, but it doesn't feel like an aching back pain. It's like, I don't know. At first I thought it might have been something in my kidneys or something. Okay. But I don't really know. And because I went to the emergency room at school like last month, and they gave me like a Valium or something. Okay. But it didn't like help. It just made me like loopy and tired. Okay. But it was like, so I figured it wasn't like a back pain, so it's like really uncomfortable.
It's always there?
Yeah.
I don't see anything on the CT scan.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean, there couldn't be something else.
And then it's like hard to go to the bathroom. Like I'll get like super bloated and stuff, but like I can't go to the bathroom. Or if I do go, it'll be like
kind of spurts out a little bit.
Like it'll be like little bullies.
Little what?
Like balls.
Little
like
balls.
You know how you consecrate.
Oh, you mean
The
the
marble?
bathroom number
Like a
2?
marble?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
no, yeah.
I thought you know about urination. I mean, we kind of specialize in urine. So
Oh,
I'm
no.
used to hearing I can't go to the bathroom and I can't urinate. It might be constipation related.
Cause like I've taken laxatives and then I've like eat a lot of oatmeal and all the stuff that's supposed to have like fiber to make you go and stuff, but it doesn't like.
You may need something a little bit stronger.
Okay.
I would probably use a stool softener as well as a laxative.
Okay.
Stool softeners are just over the counter. It's like DocuSate or Colace. You can just get a generic brand.
Okay.
But I would use that because it sounds like a lot of this is constipation related, especially if you're having really hard stools. Okay. And sometimes the reason for that is if you're having stress, which is the mechanism of cortisol. Right? It's So I would try that first.
Okay.
Okay.
But I'm gonna have to have surgery, so that's.
So your adrenal tumor is, I think, the cause of everything. I would like to get a CT scan of your chest to make sure that everything looks okay. Have you had that at all?
I've been like if I try to push my stomach in, like I feel like it's like pressure going on like up here.
Okay. I don't know if that would be causing that. The main thing that I'm looking for is just to make sure your chest looks okay. Okay. Meaning, are there any other lesions or something else that could be going on? Okay. Okay. So I would want that before we do anything. Okay. And then I need to get the results of that 24-hour urine test. That's kind of an important one. Okay. But aside from that, I think that all things point towards this adrenal gland being the issue, and I would recommend that it comes out. Okay. So how soon do you think? We could do it whenever you want.
Mom, should we do it spring break when I come back?
Well, I think if that's the only course of action, Dr. Yeager, is to remove them. Is it just the mass or the gland?
Well, we would remove the whole gland. The adrenal gland is not very big. And so what we do is your adrenal gland is only a couple of inches big, and it's basically, we wouldn't really do a partial adrenalectomy or a partial removal, especially since you have a normally functioning left side.
Okay. So if she has one removed, then is she on medications, or does the other one just kick in and regulate everything?
The other one would take up the slack.
Okay.
Now, there are medications to control the hormones if you ever were to lose the other adrenal gland for other reasons. But I think the need for that is very unlikely at some point in your life.
Okay.
There's not a good medication to get rid of the cortisol that's already there. Meaning there's not a whole lot of things to block that. If she had something else, I think it would be different. We could kind of watch it, and we can watch it. I don't think that there's anything cancerous or malignant going on, but with kind of the severe symptoms that she's having of, the acne, the weight gain, the kind of the clinical symptoms of having Cushing's, it's all kind of pointing towards this being the root of everything.
Okay. Personally, I'm not sure that her weight gain is associated with the Cushing. Sometimes she thinks she's not eating.
It may not be, but one of the classic findings in Cushing's is a weight gain in what we call a moon facies. You've probably read about that online or seen pictures, but it's basically a rounding out of the face.
And I don't eat that bad, like, oh my gosh.
No, what I'm saying is that you're not having a weight gain, like you got a big weight gain, Sean. You do eat something.
I mean, yeah, it's not like, but I've gained like.
People
and this is kind of like constantly taking a steroid. That's kind of what her body is going through right now. It's almost as if she's on a steroid all the time, and there's no way of shutting it off.
Okay.
So that's kind of the mechanism. Is this little tumor is pumping hormones, and the hormone is a steroid basically.
Okay.
Now when we take this out, we could do it all laparoscopically with small little instruments.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be about 3 incisions that are all less than an inch big on your right side.
Yeah.
So, I would recommend taking it out because of the findings.
Okay. So what's the downtime with the surgery?
Yeah, so the downtime, it would be overnight in the hospital to make sure she does okay. And then I wouldn't want you lifting anything over 10 pounds for about 4 to 6 weeks. What do you do for a living?
I mean, I go to school, but
Okay.
I used to work out all the time.
Yep.
Like 2 to 3 times a day, 5 days a week. Like intense. I was like, oh yeah, I don't know what she's talking about. I was super e-bags. So it's like, that's just my whole thing, is trying to get back into working out and stuff.
I think you would bounce back quickly laparoscopically. I mean, you're going to start feeling back to your normal self in a couple of days.
Okay.
And then, it's a surgery, so it's kind of like running a quick sprint. But afterwards, after you're in the hospital, you generally do okay.
Okay.
There's only a couple risks really to doing it, and one would be bleeding, requiring a blood transfusion. There'd be a small risk of injury to the abdominal organs like the intestines or the blood vessels back there, or the kidney itself. There's always a small risk of anesthetic issues, which would be a heart attack or stroke, but we generally don't run into that in healthy 20-year-old females. But overall, I mean, I think you're in great shape. You're young. I believe you would do fine and be in that very low risk category for having an issue.
Okay. Hey, Mom.
Okay.
So it's nothing that you have to decide right now. And I think we need to get the results of that 24-hour urine test that you had done.
Okay.
And I also need to I want to get a CT scan of your chest.
Okay.
But I can give you my card if you want, and I'm happy to answer any further questions or set up anything that you want to set up, or if you want to talk about it with your family and make a decision, then I'm fine with that as well.
That fine, Mom?
What's the percentage of these surgeries that have you done? You have done some of these surgeries?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've never had to convert someone to an open procedure, which would be a bigger incision. That's always a risk anytime we do something laparoscopically. But generally people do fine with removal of the adrenal gland.
Okay. Because I read that after people get the adrenal gland removed, they'll be on the corticosteroid, the replacement steroid or something.
Usually if you have both adrenal glands removed.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So right now you're essentially a hyper-functioning adrenal gland, and whenever you only have one, you generally go back to a normal kind of balance. Your other one picks up the slack.
Okay.
And we're also taking out the one that's over-secreting cortisol.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Should be okay.
You have any other questions, Mommy?
No, I don't. I was just going to ask if you could have your CT scheduled
This week?
Yeah, we can do it whenever you want.
Okay. What's a good day for you?
today.
She said, can I do it today?
Today? They might be able to, actually.
He said they might be able to.
How long does it take?
Yeah, because I have another appointment at 12.
Oh, you do? With
Dr. Stern, my primary care.
Oh, yeah, great. I'll send him a message as well, saying that we talked. We could, I don't know, it would have to, Phyllis will look into it. She's my secretary at the front desk, and she can find out if they can fit it in between that appointment, or they can do it after that appointment, probably.
Okay. So we'll try to do that today, Mom, and then, I guess, because those results come back fast.
Oh, yeah.
So then after...
I could probably call you, if they don't come back today, I could probably call you tomorrow with the results.
Okay, and then we'll just, like, I guess, talk about the surgery and stuff.
Sure thing.
After he gets all the results, he needs to get back. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And if you want to talk it over with your endocrinologist too, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I gotta call him, because he likes to be real cool, do the my chart thing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I guess that's it then, Mom.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Yeager.
You're very welcome. Good to meet you on the telephone.
Okay, bye, Mom. I'll call you later.
So are you in school here in St. Louis?
No, I go to school in D.C.
You go to school in D.C.?
That's
what school are you at?
Howard University.
I've heard of that, yeah.
So it was a whole, like, ordeal.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah.
Just being at school, and it's like, I felt like I was just getting worse and worse. And I was supposed to come, I was originally scheduled to come in March.
Okay.
But I was just like, Mom, like, I can't do it. Because it's like the Cushing stuff. And then it's like a lot of other things have been like going on too. Like now, like when I eat, like my body starts shaking, and it's like, it's just a lot of stuff going on, and I just don't know what it is. And then communicating through my chart is fine, but my other doctors are like, well, we can't really say what's going on because we can't really see you.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Okay.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out.
She's been feeling miserable.
I can imagine.
And then my mom just, she's one of those people, she doesn't really like to look at medical stuff because she gets like...
Does she live here in St. Louis?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She's in California right now.
Sounds pretty nice right now.
Like, I know all this stuff about Cushing. Like, I've looked up stuff, but she's kind of just like, no.
Yeah.
I don't know what she was talking about with the weight stuff. Like, acting like I was a vegan, then a vegetarian, and then just regular eating healthy. I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and I don't know. I mean, I didn't meet you before this, but
yeah.
You know, Cushing syndrome or disease definitely causes weight gain, difficulty losing weight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the clinical features that you have are due to Cushing's syndrome.
She just doesn't want to hear it. Because, like, I've always had acne, but this is just, like, ridiculous. Yeah. And it just doesn't go away.
Yeah.
But, okay, we'll get everything figured out.
Okay.
So, just go talk to the lady about the CT scan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And do you guys want to call me?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, is it your number on the,
yeah, it's on
my
card.
chart?
It's in my chart. It's on the card.
Yeah. Okay.
If you have any questions, let me know.
You can turn down. All right, we're on our way to our next appointment. Let's get on the elevator. Got to get another test done. I'm stressed. Got to figure out what's next. Where are we going down?
It's gonna be all right. At 9:30 yesterday. Oh, yeah. She gets that. She be sleepy, but she'll fight that sleep. Just had her bath. She took her acid reflux medication. And then she went to sleep. Basically, if she in a good mood, she's smiling.
EKG.
Okay.
And A1C.
So they tested my other levels because now I'm developing diabetes and I have high blood pressure and I'm just a basket case of everything. Oh, and earlier, y'all, I have my shirt on backwards. but we're just gonna ignore that.
You're gonna have to take your shirt off.
So, okay, bye. So we just got everything figured out for the most part, y'all. Well, we got high blood pressure, pre-diabetes, hypoglycemia, whatever. Was that it? Got to be on a new diet until I have my surgery. But
She gotta stay on that diet.
well, I mean, that was my regular diet anyway.
Well,
But now we know what's wrong with me. And now we just...
what's triggering all these things off?
Oh, yeah, was triggering all my symptoms and stuff. So now...
Because it brings on other things to happen in
You
your
see how
body.
she just cutting me off?
It brings on other things to happen because it fluctuates up and down.
Mm-hmm. So we just got to pick up some prescriptions, get some healthy fruits and veggies. And
She
then...
called your prescription in already?
Yeah, she already picked it in. And then we just, got to call my mommy, tell her what's going on, so we can schedule surgery, and we could be back in action by the summer. Because I'm going to be cute. So
You're pretty cute.
Okay, well,
You'll be cuter.
I'm going to have cheekbones again. We just going to say that. And everybody that slept on me going to wake up and be like, dang. There's a nurse. Okay, bye.